Good afternoon, Mayor, City Council members, and community members. I'm here today to give a brief update about library services and talk to you about our upcoming Summer Reading Challenge. As you know, the library has been closed to the public since March 16th. 2/3 of our staff have been furloughed, leaving just myself and 4 circulation staff in the building. We have been working hard to answer your reference questions via phone, email, and social media. We are creating story times and other online materials for you and your family to enjoy from home. We've completed several projects such as painting, removing excess shelves, cleaning, looking for misplaced library materials, and preparing for our eventual reopening. And we are working towards a recarpeting of the library space, funds which were donated by the estate of a lifelong library user with no cost to the general fund. This project has been in the planning for over a year, as the carpet is almost 35 years old. Most of the current carpet is from 1986 with patches of the original 1968 carpet in some places. Even though we are not currently charging late fees at this time, and all items checked out now are not due until July 1st, a lot of you have been anxious to return your books. Thank you, we appreciate that. Until we received guidance on what should be done with library materials and were prepared to take them in, we left the book drops locked. Last week, we reopened the book drops in the Lompoc Library parking lot only during the hours of 10 to 5, Monday through Friday, but no donations are being accepted at this time. So this is what our book return quarantine zone looks like. I've been working closely with the California State Library and other library directors to come up with safe guidelines for returned library materials. There is a lot of conflicting information out there about how long a virus like COVID-19 can last on library materials, and there are some studies being done right now. The State Library is currently recommending a 72-hour quarantine, which means we will bring returned items into the library and let them sit for at least 72 hours before we touch them. This means that it will take a few days before your items are checked in, so you will still see them on your account. If you have turned something in, it will not be taken off your account for at least 72 hours. Because we do not have the staff or space to handle this process safely at the Village Library patrons may continue to return their items to the Lompoc Library. If you have an issue where you are not able to get your books back to the library, please let us know. Again, we are not charging late fines at this time. Given the nature of a shared library collection and the limited knowledge of the coronavirus, we are not able to guarantee the safety of shared library materials. Please continue to use our digital collections or order items through our ZipBooks program if you have concerns. I'm pleased to announce that we're now offering holds pickup at the Lompoc Library only. We are the first library in Santa Barbara County to do this, though the other libraries are working hard towards it as well. You are now able to put something on hold online, or you can call us. When you come to pick up items, both you and our staff will wear masks for safety and to follow the current public health mandate. We are also scheduling time between pickups so that you don't have to stand in a line with others that aren't in your household. Because we know this will be a popular service with our patrons, we are limiting this to 2 holds per library card, and we will only have access to materials that are housed at the Lompoc Library or the Village Library. With all of the libraries in our system doing what works best for their community, we won't be sharing materials with the other libraries for at least the next several months. Again, because we do not have the staff or the space to safely have a holds pickup at the Village Library or on the bookmobile, this is currently limited to the Lompoc Library. If you have health issues and are not comfortable with picking up items, we are still offering the ZipBooks program. You can call us to order a book, and it will be shipped to your home through Amazon with funds from a state grant. New services. For those of you with children, we are happy to announce a book bundle service. There will be a form you can fill out online, or you can call us, and you'll answer a few questions about the young reader in your home. Library staff will pick out 5 books and schedule a pickup time for you to come get them. We are also doing this with DVDs for all ages with a similar form that will ask you your preferences such as genre and format. We'll check them out to you and you can schedule a pickup time. Thank you to all of you who responded to our recent survey. We understand that many of you are lacking access to a printer at this time. If you have the need to print something, please contact us at 875-8781. You can email us what you need printed and then set up an appointment to come pick it up. We also want to thank you for following us and interacting with us on social media. It's been really important to all of us library staff that we have some sort of contact with you during this time. Through our social media channels, we have been able to reach about 10,000 people a week, every single week since we closed. So thank you for your continued support. Now for the fun stuff. Summer Reading Challenge. Our theme this year is Bookcation. Reading gives us a place to go when we have to stay where we are. And when we picked this theme in January, we had no idea how appropriate it would be. So it's going to look a lot different from previous years. We will not be having any in-person programs. The Summer Reading Challenge will run from June 15th through August 31st. It is 100% virtual. Thanks to funding from the California State Library, we are able to offer Bean Stack, which is a fun new way to track your reading, collect reading badges, and earn entries toward a grand prize. We will not have any in-person programs until it is safe to do so, but we'll still have reading, stories online, and with Bean Stack, a way to review what you've read in creative ways that you can share with the rest of our community. If you do not have access to a smartphone or computer at home, you can call us and staff will help you log the books that you've read. Because of the Bean Stack program, we can easily chart how many books are being read in our community. Please join us in the attempt to read 5,000 books community-wide over the summer. It's a 2.5-month period, and I know that we can do it. The summer slide that we talk about a little bit every year happens when kids are out of school for the months over the summer, and unfortunately, it is predicted that it will be a couple of months longer now than usual because of the pandemic and kids not being in school, in the classroom. Still doing school at home, but just not in the classroom. Reading is one of the best things your child can do to retain what they've learned over this past school year. Reading improves their vocabulary and gives them time away from screens, while also helping develop their imagination and building their problem-solving skills. I love looking back on how much our summer reading has grown over the last 5 years. So as you can see, in 2015, we had over 900 people participate, which is awesome. But last year, we had over 2,200 participate. We'd love to hit 2,500 signups this year. So we would love for you to please help us reach that goal. New this year with our virtual reading challenge is book reviews. Normally, kids and adults earn entries for the grand prize by attending library programs, reading books. This year, it's all virtual. Adults, teens, and kids can submit reviews for everything they read, earning more entries toward the grand prize. These reviews can be traditional, like you would write for school, or for the smaller kids, they can be pictures or poems, songs, all variety of formats. We're excited to see how creative our community will be this year. Read online. Over the last 2 months, our digital services have been super popular. We've created over 100 digital library cards. We've made videos to show library users how to access these resources. Hoopla, which is the middle up there, that has movies, music, ebooks, and audiobooks, all that you can stream from your home with no wait times. Libby, which is the one on the left, it's a little girl reading a book. It's also known as Overdrive, has ebooks and audiobooks. There is sometimes a wait for those materials. RB Digital, on the right-hand side, has all your favorite magazines, and those are always available when you log in. And Enki, in that bottom middle, is a fabulous resource for indie book titles. So things that you're not going to find on bestseller lists, but that are a little quirky, independent stories, sometimes a lot of nonfiction, if that is your thing. Usage of our digital collections has almost doubled since the library's been closed. We applied for and were awarded a $5,000 grant from the California State Library that helped increase the amount of materials people can check out on Hoopla. We are still working hard on a reopening plan with the state library, but it may still be some months off. One library in our system is not planning on reopening until October, and another one not until next year. With our limited staff and the amount of people who use the library daily, being open will definitely look different than it has in the past. We are looking at an appointment-only system that will limit the number of patrons and the time spent in the building, but health and safety will always be our main concern. Health and safety are for our community and for our staff, and especially for the medically vulnerable in our community. Please sign up for the Summer Reading Challenge and help us reach our goal of 5,000 books read by our community. Thank you, and I'm available for any questions you may have.
Ms. Blau, thank you so much for pivoting in a difficult time and providing additional resources to many in our community who can't afford. I do know that the Amazon program is a wonderful way to get unique books that become a permanent part of our stock, and that's great. And I'm glad that people are able to begin to return materials so that it re-increases that stock that you're potentially going to be asked for, given there is no sharing between libraries. And to the community, please take advantage of all of the online and digital availability. It is a very unique access that a lot of communities don't have, and I know that the school district has also handed out to many some laptops and ability to get online, and you can utilize those to access the library through those. So I challenge us all to be creative in these stressful times, and reading, as you said, is a vocation, and I'm really excited to support you this year in this. Any other questions or comments for the library at this time? Thank you. Seeing none, thank you so